Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of the Slow Run Cast. I'm your host, the Iraqi Balboa, joined by my friend and co-host, fresh off the weekend of his life, Durwin Luke. And that's right, because he went to the gem of the prairies, Edmonton, Alberta, to see none other than The Weeknd. How you doing?
I got some bad news for you.
What's the bad news? You're not a star boy?
No, I have to resign.
You're not a fucking star boy. Why?
I have to resign.
Give me the reason why. I feel like I said the same thing like a month ago. What was that about? I can't remember. Anyway,
I can't remember why you're quitting, but I'm quitting because I was caught cheating at the Weeknd concert.
Oh, of course. You heard it here, folks. Guy went to one concert and he thought he was a star boy.
Yeah, I thought I was I just thought I was a big CEO.
Yep. Oh, that too. Yeah.
You haven't seen the clip, have you?
But the difference is when you cheat at a Weeknd concert, you're cheating with a fine 10 out of 10. When you cheat at a Coldplay concert, she's 50. Sorry for
Have you seen the video?
The video of the people cheating? Yeah.
No. CEOs. Have you seen the video of that I made?
The video of what?
I'll have to add it to the end of this episode. You'll have to wait to watch it.
What video?
It was on my story, man.
Oh, on your story. I didn't see it. No.
You'll have to watch it. You'll have to watch it.
Dude, I feel like my audio is so low. I don't know why.
Nope, I can hear you just fine.
So weird. I don't know. We will find out when you go to edit the episode. How are you?
I'm excited for you.
How was the concert?
I got back yesterday. It was great. Yeah.
Good.
Commonwealth Stadium is like
packed.
It's so crazy how they get away with even having that concert there. Like, there's just too many people.
My wife was telling me something. She was like, "Oh, I didn't realize this many people cared about The Weeknd." I'm like, "What? What are you, crazy? Like, of course they do. Like, what?" I'm like, "Where do you live? Like, under what rock?" But yeah, she was not aware that people like The Weeknd.
No, he was huge. Like, it was sold out. So, like,
yeah,
all the stands were full, even the nosebleeds for the most part.
Oh, I saw I think some videos from the concert. I don't know if it was off your Instagram. It might have been off someone else, because I think a few people went that I know. Anyway, I stayed at home and did nothing. So there's that. I watched the UFC card. That was fun. Rip Dustin Poirier, one of the GOATs, retired this weekend. But we are not here to talk about The Weeknd or about the UFC. We should maybe make a podcast about those two one day. But we are here to talk to you all about the greatest and worst in video games for this week. Where do we start, man? It wasn't a crazy week. We had some Nintendo news. We had some Xbox news. We had some multi-plat news. I think I want to start with Xbox, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm good with Xbox. I was going to say Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah, there's some follow-up news following the layoffs from 2 weeks ago. So we thought I'd keep you posted with all that, Derwin. So buckle your seat in. Laid off staff from King are apparently being replaced by AI tools that they helped build themselves. So 2 weeks ago, we got some news that when Xbox started off this round of layoffs, one of the studios that was hit hardest was, in fact, what's the word I'm trying to find here? Was King. And they lost 200 employees in Europe. And now they're saying, former staff are saying, they're claiming that they've been replaced by tools that they helped create over the last year. I don't know. I mean, is there anything else to say here?
I don't. Yeah. I mean, let's be real. I feel like a lot of the Candy Crush levels are like randomly generated. So
yeah, but I don't think they're AI generated. I don't think that's the same. Yeah,
I wonder if they will be though.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like all the levels for Candy Crush, right? Like, I feel like eventually could just be randomized and made by AI.
Yeah, I mean, this report is obviously a suggestion from former employees, but I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. It wasn't even the last year; it was the last few years. Apparently, they're working on training AI tools. So, I mean, we don't know for sure. We also got, crazy enough, after these layoffs, the Xbox graphics department lead put out a hiring post that was created with AI graphics saying Xbox graphics is hiring, which is literally insane. This is literally the week after the layoffs, which is it's insanely tone deaf.
Yeah. It's almost ironic too, right? Like, I mean, clearly they just used AI to design these graphics. So like
yeah, we're
use
hiring, but we just
AI
used
to
AI.
replace, as
Yeah,
controversial as that is. I don't know. It's a weird
it is.
post.
We got some other confirmations that some job listings appear to indicate that Contraband is still in development. Do you remember this game, Derwin?
I don't remember Contraband at all.
This was, I think, from the 2021 showcase, and honestly, we really didn't know anything about it. It was like this cinematic trailer. It was like a sneak. It was just like a snippet. Really, it just showed the title. We don't really know anything about it, to be 100% honest from you. According to the Xbox page, Contraband Play One says Play Day One with Game Pass is from Avalanche Studios, not to be confused, I think, by the Avalanche that worked on Harry Potter, the what do you call it, Hogwarts Legacy. It's like a different studio. It's a co-op smuggler's paradise set in a fictional world in the 1970s. Yeah, dude, this one, I think they showed off 2021. We never saw anything of it. Even even the Xbox website barely has anything about it. And I think a lot of people were concerned it was going to be there. I'll be on the chopping block, but according to some job listings, it is still alive. And then we got some conflicting reports. I honestly don't know if I should believe this report, but it says ZeniMax Online devs haven't been laid off yet, despite game cancellation. This is Insider Gaming. Sam Sapoil. I don't know if I'm saying that properly. A new post from ZeniMax Online Studios Union reveals that the developers haven't been laid off yet, despite their MMO RPG being canceled. See, okay, this is one thing, but on the DLC podcast 3 weeks ago now, I think, they had one of the lead designers from ZeniMax Online Studios who was working on this Blackbird game on their podcast, basically like he was laid off, presumably. Like he was saying that he was laid off and he was talking about the game that he worked on and blah, 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 and where they were at. So did they do like a rescue here after the devs already got laid off? I'm not sure. Like, I feel like we're going to know more about it. But if you remember, ZeniMax did get unionized recently, right?
So maybe it's that they have to negotiate with the union might be negotiating with Microsoft still.
Yeah, this article doesn't.
Packages.
It's a post from Blue Sky from the ZOS United CWA account, but yeah, I don't know. I think we'll find out more within the coming weeks exactly what this is all about. Yeah. So that's kind of the update from the layoffs. Honestly, there hasn't been that much crazy, I think, of a fallout these last 2 weeks. I thought we would get more news, but it seems like it's kind of quieted down. In other news from Xbox, we got some good news, actually. Fallout 5 has been fully greenlit, it's claimed. So Bethesda's full steam ahead on that. I mean, I don't think they're going to line it up with season 2 of
Yeah, there's no possibility.
yeah, that's the
for
end of the
that.
year. So maybe a season 3 or 4. To be honest with you, I was surprised no Fallout game came out with that first season of Fallout. So
Mhm. I mean, they did promote it on Prime Gaming and stuff like that, but yeah, no,
they
no,
were
no
they were
big
they
Fallout.
were promoting like Fallout 4. I remember when
And
the show
Fallout
came
Las
out.
Vegas or whatever.
Fallout
Or is it the New
Fallout Las
Vegas?
Vegas.
Is it New Vegas?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Fallout Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. New
Derwin, it's been
Vegas.
6 months
Sorry.
since you've been to Vegas, huh? All of a sudden you got an itch.
Yeah, I gotta hit those, those
Yes.
gambling tables,
Where's the
poker tables.
what do you call it? Somewhere it's not within reach. I see it right here. It's the slot machine. Oh my god. Yeah. So the last little bit of Xbox news is kind of it's a full circle. Say goodbye to the original vision of the Xbox One back from 2013 because Xbox has removed the ability to purchase movies and TV shows on Xbox and the Microsoft Store. So the good old Don Matrick days of this is going to be your device that has everything on it and you watch all your movies and you do everything on it. It's always connected to the internet. Those days are long gone. You
I
can
mean,
no longer do
technically, if
that.
you think about it, it was realized. It just became a PC.
Or it was realized and you could just build in the apps in the TV. You don't need
Yeah, or
and
that.
Xbox to have Netflix or buy TV shows or anything,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of things have come full
You could
circle.
stream them online.
Yeah,
It's
it's like,
interesting because PlayStation took off the ability to buy TV shows and stuff like a while ago on the PlayStation Store. A long time ago now, actually. It feels like a
yeah, but
forever
they
ago.
integrated like their,
But they have their Sony
yeah,
Cores thing that they added later to PS Plus.
like
Hmm.
the big Sony Pictures
Yeah.
movies, right? Yeah.
So that is Xbox for this week. Not a lot. Short, sweet, and simple. We can move on to Nintendo, which I felt like had a little bit more news. Maybe not as heavy, but we'll see. Of course, the game of the month or week or potentially year has arrived. Donkey Kong Bananza reviews are up. The game came out last Thursday. It hit 38 out of 39 out of 40 on Fumatsu, which is pretty high for that. Oh, sorry, 38 out of 40 on Fumatsu, which is just 1 point behind Super Mario Odyssey. Glowing scores all around. 91 on Metacritic, and right after we got news that Nintendo and Universal are planning a Donkey Kong movie, kind of similar to the Mario movie from a few years ago. It looks like Donkey Kong's, he's finally got
The
his time to
spotlight.
shine. Yep.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
Pauline will be in this movie?
I
Are
think
they
I
are
think
they gonna take
Pauline
cues?
I think Pauline's taking all the spotlight, to be honest with you, from the monkey. And I'm just kidding. Yeah, but Pauline, if she is in the movie, they're gonna cast two people, one for The Rock and one for Pauline, or how does that
No,
gonna
no,
work?
they just gotta hire The Rock.
The Rock to be The Rock, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or Emma
Yeah,
Stone.
yeah. We also we also got, remember, a week ago. So we got some news that Donkey Kong Bonanza was actually originally in development for the Switch One, but they have to shift over to the Switch Two because of all the destructibility in that game and whatever the ability to handle kind of.
Dude, I could
Did
not
you?
imagine the Switch one playing
Well,
this game.
you could kind of imagine it because Nintendo released some photos of what development looked like on the Switch One for this game, and there are comparison photos between Switch One and Switch Two, and it is night and day. Like, honestly, the amount of stuff that's on the screen on the Switch Two version is like way more. So I am kind of happy that they saved this game for the Switch Two.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, to be
the
honest with you,
FPS must have been terrible too.
I don't think it would have even ran. That game must have ran like Hyrule Warriors on the Switch.
I
Too.
wouldn't be surprised by that at
Nope,
all.
not one bit. Uh, we got some more kind of drama regarding the game cartridge, game key, Nintendo stuff, and all the upgrade pass and everything and how it all works. We got confirmation that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake will not offer an upgrade path to the Nintendo Switch 2, and save data won't transfer between the games either. So I believe Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake came out for the Switch One about a month ago, was it? Or a few months ago now at this point. And the Switch 2 version is coming out on, or no, I guess I got it wrong. They're all coming out October 30th.
So those just have two different versions.
Well, I'm confused because Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake was released last year.
Oh, okay. So it's
That
like,
threw me off. I was so confused. Yeah, so basically they both come out October 30th. If you buy the Switch 1 version thinking, well, whenever I get a Switch 2, I can't afford a Switch 2 right now, I'll upgrade, etc., etc., you cannot do that actually. Yeah, and you can't even like carry over your save file or anything.
silly.
Yeah,
I think that's just them being lazy.
it might be. I just think it's good to know for consumers, whoever wants to go out and buy, just make sure you don't do this mess up.
Mhm.
I told a friend of mine actually. I sent it to him, and he's interested in this game. For some reason, I was under the impression that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake was already out, and they don't have a Switch 2 version. So it sounded a little worse, like almost like people could have
Yeah.
already bought it, waiting for the Switch 2 version, and now they're screwed.
Mhm. But it's just that they're coming out at the same time, but you have to make sure you buy the right version.
Yeah. Contrary to all of this, on the complete polar opposite, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Switch 2 will have cross progression and the full game on the cartridge. Uh Dude, for some reason I'm excited for this game. I don't know why. I felt like I got bored of Mario Kart. 3 and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And then I played it, and I was like, oh, this is actually fun. I felt like I got bored of Mario Kart. 2 and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And then I played it, and I was like, oh, this is actually fun. I like I felt like I got bored of Mario Kart within a week or two, and now I'm just like see trailers for this, and I'm like, oh, this is it.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
one seems like it's got a full world to it too.
Yeah, yeah, it looks really good, man. But yeah, this is good news. Full game on the game cartridge. We actually, at this point, have not seen any third-party game that has the full game on the cartridge besides Cyberpunk 2077. If I am not mistaken, everything else is game key. And I think the explanation was it was just cheaper for the developer to buy the cartridges that had a smaller storage file and just put the game key on it, rather than
Then the full game.
the full game.
Or the full storage size for the game. Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, given that Switch 2s might get banned, might be a good idea to have physical game keys with the full game on it.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to that game. Really looking forward to it. Sticking with the game key card news, Nintendo is gauging player opinion on the Switch 2 game key cards in Japan. So yeah, they want to know how players feel about the controversial media. So are they?
It must
it's
be
a survey.
Be like a
Yeah, it's a
survey,
survey.
right? Yeah.
Would you rather purchase a game key card or digital download version of the game? Summary of the survey can be found here. Yeah, that's kind of the questions you would ask. So okay, yeah, sorry, we've been having some mic problems here, folks, but I think we got it all figured out now. Yeah, we were talking about these game card keys in Japan. Yeah. So the questionnaire was something along the lines of, do you know that the Nintendo Switch 2 package software includes a game card called a game key card? And then it's like, I own game key card software, or I don't know game key card software, but I know about it. I don't own
Dude, I
game key card
literally
software,
bet
but I don't
nobody
know about it.
even knows. Like,
And then the
unless
last one was
you're
like, I don't know. Yeah.
yeah, unless you're like a actual like nerd like us. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. Like most people are just like, I'll put my disc in, it'll download, it'll work, and then I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of the third party Switch 2 publishers are saying there's only one size, a 64 gigabyte game key card. And a lot of their games are either not that big or too big. So they're like, why do I want to spend for 65 game key card and buy like hundreds or thousands of them if my game is only 20 gigs? I mean, it is an interesting point. Durwin, the Zelda and Link movie actors have been revealed.
Man, I can't believe they chose to give Zelda a guy, or no, a girl actress or whatever.
Why?
Did you see that
Zelda
meme going around?
No.
So
No,
like people don't know that, like they think Link is actually Zelda.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I was like, what is he talking about?
So then people were like, what the hell? Like, why is there? Are they like doing a transgender one, or what's going on? It was a little bit funny.
Okay,
I chuckled.
Do you know? Yeah, do you know who the actors are at all?
No, I don't. I don't think I've seen any of their movies.
Me neither. I don't know who the heck these people are. They're young. We do not have confirmation what Chris Pratt is playing in this movie, though. We don't know
Is it
yet.
a plumber?
We also don't know what role Jack Black is playing.
Isn't Jack Black probably gonna be Ganon?
I'm making a joke, but maybe.
Yes, I know. But he's like he looks like a pig.
Yeah.
Not that he is one, but
maybe they'll cast. Yeah.
Yeah. It's directed by Wes Ball. He did Maze Runner trilogy and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. I guess the actors are 21-year-old English actor Bo Bragison, who is known for roles in the BBC One series Three Girls and the Jetty and the Disney Plus series Renegade Nell. And the male is 16-year-old British actor Benjamin Evan Ainsworth, known as the voice of Pinocchio in Disney's live-action remake.
Hold on. Since when did Pinocchio have a live-action remake?
I don't know. All I know, there was Lies of P. That's all I know.
Oh, it's 2022. Oh, this flew like right under my radar.
I just remember the horror Winnie the Pooh movie. That was it.
Yes. The treasure that is the Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yeah, that's all I remember. Yeah, I mean, we don't really know anything about this movie yet, but cool. Isn't it scheduled for 2026 or 2027?
It's probably a few years out if they just announced some casting.
We are getting a free trial for the upcoming Switch 2 competitive online game Drag X Drive. Coming Saturday, August 9th and Sunday, August 10th. Are you going to try this open beta for Dragon Drive, Derwin?
No, I'm good.
You're
This
not
game
gonna
did
grab it
not
in?
interest me at all.
It seems like this should be a pack-in game or a game that releases day one.
Yeah.
Who really cares about the mouse functionality 2 months after it came out? It's like releasing Astro's Playroom for PS5 like 4 months after the console comes out and not having it packed in with the console.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, no, I agree. Like it's like one of the major selling points of like, the new console, but
is the mouse controls, and this game is
yeah,
supposed to
but it's like
showcase it.
forgotten. I haven't even used it once.
Well, I mean, I was going to be forgotten anyway, to be quite frank with you, but it would have been cool to have like a game at launch, at release, that's like, try out the mouse controls. They're really cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. You know what you forgot about, and I'm going to remind you right now. Nintendo's forgotten Mario Kart game is getting its first new content in years. Mario Kart Tour's first major update since 2023. Forgot this game existed so much that it took me some time to remember that it existed.
I had
This
to
is
read
the
the article.
mobile game. Huh?
I had to read the article to be like, what is this?
This is the mobile game from 2016 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like also Mario Run as well. Do you know that game?
Yeah. Wasn't Nintendo full in on mobile for a while there, and then they just said we're not going to do it anymore?
Yeah,
Wasn't
they
that
had
a thing?
like big releases for iOS too.
Yeah.
Like mainly iOS.
I
Yeah,
remember
Super
that now,
Mario
yeah.
Run and what else
Yeah.
was there?
I don't know. I remember there was a big mobile push like in the late 2010s, and it kind of just died away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Kart Tour, which we covered. Some Animal Crossing Pocket Camp was another. Fire Emblem, but that's not really. They had like the stickers too. Yeah, I don't know. It was super weird.
The one thing we don't know which sounds weird, but we're not sure what it is this seemingly this MMO that keeps getting play tested. Nintendo's bringing back its mysterious online play test from last year. Nintendo tested an unannounced online game. This is coming from Video Game Chronicle, posted by Andy Robinson. It is.
Yeah.
They tweeted. Nintendo of America tweeted something. We'll perform another test in the Nintendo Switch Online playtest program from et cetera, July 21st. Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can apply to participate on a first come first served basis. I mean, I guess we could apply if we wanted to.
Yeah, I did apply actually.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm curious on what it is, but I doubt I'll be selected.
there's some images that have leaked, but I really don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. Yeah, interesting. We'll see what they're up to. The last little bit of news we got about Nintendo this week is the Nintendo Direct is scheduled for later this month, which is obviously a claim right now. We're not exactly sure confirmation from Nintendo. This is according to Nate DeHate, who has a pretty good track record on leaks and insider news and all that kind of stuff. So apparently there's a direct schedule till after the release of Donkey Kong Bananza, which is happening sometime in July.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Nintendo has been very focused with like one game at a time.
Yeah, so like, are we gonna get? There's a Pokemon Presents next week. Is that what it is, or this week, or is that something else? Like, are we?
Do you think it'll be like a Pokemon Presents and then like a further deep dive, like what they've been doing?
I mean, we kind of know what ZNA's release date is, but what's going on with Metroid Prime 4? And what's going on with that Hyrule Warriors game that they said was coming out this year? And what's going on with Kirby Ridge Racers, or whatever it's called?
Air Riders,
Ridge Racers.
I don't know. I feel like the Metroid Prime game and Air Riders will be a much later launch because Air Riders is more like a racing game too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I feel like we're already in like late July here, Derwin. And unless they're gonna show stuff off at Gamescom, which I don't think they are, like I feel like it's about time we'd have like the fall season filled up.
No, but their direct, I feel like, has been very specific to like one game.
One game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we just have no release dates for we have no release dates for these games. Metroid Prime 4, the Hyrule Warriors game, the Pokemon, or we have release date for Pokemon ZT and the Air Riders. I mean, it seems right, but I don't know. Maybe it's too soon. I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know why we're speculating. To be honest with you, this guy usually when he leaks something, he usually gets it right. So I don't know. We'll see. That's it for Nintendo. We had a really quiet Sony week. You're gonna really see how quiet this Sony week was. To be honest with you, Durbin, this episode's been a struggle. Putting these notes together, I was like, we could have passed on this whole week altogether. If it wasn't for Bonanza, I would have just said we skip.
Yeah. Maybe we could have just done a
Bonanza
review.
only.
Review episode. But that's fine.
We'll get there. We're almost done these news, folks. Infamous director would love to see a trilogy re-release, but Sucker Punch is one game at a time. What is a one game at a time shop? So yeah, if you thought you were gonna get more Infamous, or if you are real crazy and thought you were gonna get more Sly Cooper, keep dreaming, because they are all in on Yote. I don't know if this is a surprise to anyone. I remember a few years back there was rumors about a potential Sly Cooper remake of some sort.
Yeah, I
Or
remember
Sly
hearing
5.
that as well.
Remember that? That was like from 2020, 2021.
Yeah. I think it was when Ratchet and Clank was like coming out again, and people were like, oh yeah, they could revisit some of these older titles or older franchises.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's very hard to revisit some of these franchises. Like, I feel like so far the track record is not to revisit them. Like, the only exception I feel like is Ratchet and Clank. It's not like Insomniac has ever gone back to Resistance, or like it's really just Spider-Man, or now they're doing Wolverine, more Marvel stuff. And it's not like Naughty Dog's not even going back to Uncharted, let alone Jack and Daxter or anything of the sort.
Yeah.
Right. And then Sucker Punch seems to be following the same kind of footsteps. I think it'll be some time before we ever revisit those franchises, if we ever do.
If not, they might just be like remasters or like re-HD.
But I don't know. That's already been done like 2-3 times at this point. Does it need to? Speaking of Ghost of Yote, popcorn bucket proves bizarrely popular and sells out within hours. This is the Wall Street Journal. So this is published by Victoria Phillips Kennedy from Eurogamer. I didn't know about this thing. Apparently it's sold out. It's this huge freaking wooden bucket. I didn't see it. I'm telling you, that's how little Sony news we have this week. It's this bucket.
Yeah, it's a bucket.
Yeah.
Alamo Mart is where you can get it, and like they sell like weird anniversary stuff.
Makes sense. Yeah. That's it for Sony news. We can move on to some multi-plat stuff. I want to start out with what I actually think is the biggest news story this week. I don't know why I didn't start the show. The reason why I didn't start the show notes with this, or start the show with this, because then I felt like we'd have to move on to some other multi-platform stuff, and I didn't want to talk about the other multi-platform stuff. You'll find out why. We'll get there. But Ubisoft. Ubisoft.
Microtransactions are enjoyable.
So, but anyway, this is the fun news. From Software is reportedly working on another unannounced game that could release next year. This is not the Duskbloods, the Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive title coming out in 2026. This is another title altogether. It is codenamed FMC. Obviously, the Soul Sickos went on and tried to decipher what the codenames are. They've pulled out the codename for Sekiro, the codename for Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, the codename for Demon Souls, for Armored Core 6, Elden Ring, and Elden Ring Night Rain, and they were able to decipher that FMC has something to do with Dark Souls, but they think because Miyazaki said they're not going to revisit the Dark Souls kind of brand anytime soon, it sounds like it could be the long-awaited, long-expected Dark Souls 3 remaster. I'm torn. I want that to be the case, but I also don't want it to be the case, because I don't think, as good as From Software is of a developer with regards to making these great games, I don't think they're very technical. Their technical prowess is not great, and a lot of their games seem to have technical issues and they don't look that great in some regards. So I don't know why they would be remastering the game. To be quite frank,
you want a different developer.
I want From Software to make the games, but I want Blue Point to remaster them. To be quite frank with you, So I'm also pretty mad that it's not Bloodborne remake, but I hope it's Bloodborne remake.
You never know. These are all speculations for deciphering a code name.
Don't freaking get me. Don't get me excited, man. That Bloodborne remake and From Software's working on it. Woo!
Can April Fools roll around again?
Can April Fools roll around any sooner? Moving on from Software, you remember earlier this year when Steam started making games disclose if they are using generative AI in their development. Well, statistically now, we have found out that because of this disclosure, that generative AI use is up 800% this year compared to last year in video games across the board, and around 20% of all games released so far in 2025 have disclosed using generative AI to some extent. That is insane. This is 8,000 titles this year compared to 1,000 a year ago, give or take. And that's 70% of the total Steam library. So I think we've been talking about generative AI a lot with regards to video game development. We did get news earlier this year that the Xenoblade, I think it was the Xenoblade developers, they used some level of generative AI to just make all the trees in the background so they didn't have to like make them all themselves. There have been some level of tools being used by different development studios to just make their life easier. It's just a question, like the Pandora's box is open. It's just a question of like, where are we going to be in a year, 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, and how far they take it.
We're already seeing a lot of layoffs and stuff, which we suspect is associated with AI in the case of Microsoft. Like, where are we going to go from here? In 2 years, 3 years times, what are we going to see? All very interesting stuff, but we have to move on to the gift that keeps giving, which in their defense, to be honest with you, I feel like we have not heard a lot of news from them so far. I felt like that's all we heard about in January and February.
Yep. And Ubisoft, then now we hear about them all over again.
Yeah. Ubisoft had an investors call over the weekend, it seemed like, because I didn't see this news until Saturday. They were talking with some of their shareholders. A couple of stuffs. Oh my God. I'm going to go grab a drink, bro.
Yeah.
leave that on the podcast. Man, my throat was like so dry as soon as we started talking. So Ubisoft and Tencent, a couple of things came out of this call, this investors call. I think the big one was Ubisoft and Tencent have appointed Charlie Guillemot, who is the son of Yves Guillemot, and Christophe Derenay as the co-CEOs in this new subsidiary under Tencent. I guess thoughts like father, like son.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's some nepotism. What matters, this is quote from Charlie Guillemot, what matters now isn't my name, it's the work ahead.
Sure.
I mean, we could just wait and see. We know we learned about news earlier this year how Ubisoft kind of spun off and created this subsidiary. They were having financial troubles last year. And they kind of put their biggest IPs under the subsidiary, under Tencent, to kind of keep it safe. Tencent owns a minority stake in the spun-off company, which is 100% controlled and consolidated by Ubisoft. We've already went over the business stuff in like a previous episode or two, but not in a previous episode or two, but previous episode like 3-4 months ago now. Yeah. We also know that Ubisoft internally delayed basically all their games, so they really have nothing coming out till the end of this year. They just were really banking on Assassin's Creed Shadows to make or break the bank, and it was really seeming like if Assassin's Creed Shadows didn't, pull through for them, everything was going to come crashing down. It did, and it looks like they made enough money. I think it's the second best-selling game of the year so far, behind Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're able to push off a few projects for a year or something until they kind of reorganize and regroup. So we'll see what happens with that. More news came out of it, of course. One of the Ubisoft CEOs let slip that a new first-person Ghost Recon game is coming. This game has not been announced. We didn't know about it previously. So that's an interesting piece of information there. Considering it wasn't really looking good for any of the non-kind of core Ubisoft games out there. And I think, didn't they previously cancel recently a Ghost Recon game? I thought there was a Ghost Recon game that just got canceled. Or was that the other one, the open world one-ish? Like the better version of
The Division?
The Division, yeah. Maybe they canceled another Division.
Yeah, I can't remember. All their games kind of like play the same to me.
All the Tom Clancy ones, yeah.
Yeah, like Splinter Cell or whatever.
Well, we haven't had, bro, dude, a Splinter Cell, people would kill for a Splinter Cell right now. We haven't had one in them. Jeez. Leave the
Dude, you're dying over there. I'm the one with the sore throat. You're the one dying.
Dude, I am. Yeah, bro, Splinter Cell would, I think, maybe I'm only in my head. I don't know if Splinter Cell is really that popular of an IP, and I don't know if it's still that popular of an IP, except for like maybe some old heads that care about care about it, but I think it would be big news if there was a Splinter Cell. I know there's a Splinter Cell remake apparently in the works that we haven't heard anything about for years now. Yeah, so um we also got news that Ubisoft was saying that monetization makes the player experience more fun. This is Grant Taylor Hill from Insider Gaming. I want to quote directly what was said here. Ubisoft representatives dip into the subject of monetization, which is where a little delusion might have crept in. The adoption of monetization and engagement policies that respect the player's experience are suitable in the long term. At Ubisoft, are suitable in the long term. At Ubisoft, the golden rule when developing premium games is to allow players to enjoy the game in full without having to spend more. Our monetization offer within premium games makes the player experience more fun by allowing them to personalize their avatars or progress more quickly, more quickly, pay to play. However, this is always optional. Anyway, he goes on and on and on and on. I wonder how many people agree with this. Sometimes maybe he's telling the truth, man. Maybe we just live in our own core gamer little heads where we don't like this kind of stuff, but plenty of people want to spend money on skins and like it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just some of the things that come out from these shareholder meetings is so weird.
Buddy, you want to hear a good one that came out of this one?
Yeah.
Okay, listen to this. I'm going to quote directly from a shareholder who was concerned about Valorant stealing sales from Ubisoft. I'm unhappy with a catastrophic share price. Negative 40% over 10 years, which is pretty bad, to be honest with you. I can see why he's pissed. I'm very disappointed with everything we've been seeing of late. I've got real concerns. I don't recognize Ubisoft that I once knew in the past. How is it that the head of HR saw nothing? We had to operate, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he keeps going. He says, about competition, there's a game that a lot of people have been talking about, Valorant. A lot of people have said good things about it, and I would like to know what you think of it. Is there anything good that Ubisoft could learn from that? Really, what's your opinion on this game? It seems like all gamers love it. If they love it, that means it's going to be a drop in sales for Ubisoft. So what's your take? Well, we are in 2025, and Valorant did come out 5 years ago now. And it is free to play. So I don't know if that's your biggest concern.
No. What they're concerned about is that they're spending all their monetization dollars on Valorant and not their single player game that nobody will see other than themselves.
I think it's a pretty different category of people that are playing Valorant versus playing Assassin's Creed, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was funny. I mean, the guy, it started off with some legitimate concerns, but it was funny as it went along.
He just kept on talking, and you're just like, oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah. Last little bit that came out of this, I thought this piece was really interesting. Ubisoft's own shareholders demand response to the Stop Killing Games consumer movement. Do you remember this? We talked about this last week, right?
Yeah, that's the one where they want publishers to continue not supporting the game, but to make it playable beyond their
life cycle.
Yeah.
So to keep servers open and stuff for online games. This was, I think, it's a lobby group in Europe, and they were trying to lobby, I think, European judges or some. I don't know what it was exactly, legally what the push was, but I think they got a response on something like you can't force a developer to keep a server open for a game they're not making money anymore on 10, 15 years after. But so I thought that was a pretty reasonable response. And you remember the whole Crew 2 debacle.
Yeah,
that happened.
Yeah, that's kind of what stemmed all of this.
Yeah, but anyway, people, some of the shareholders were actually asking about it.
I mean, it makes sense. It does carry a financial cost to it, right?
Yeah, it does. Because you got to keep in mind, okay, if we are forced to keep these games running forever, what's the financial of it? Or are we going to get in trouble if we don't? Whatever. So yeah, Yves Guillemot responded to them. He said, we operate in a market, blah, 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 blah. This is not maybe the article that had the full quote. Anyway, he kind of just said this is not an issue that's specific to just Ubisoft. It's an issue industry-wide, and, we're still kind of in murky, unknown waters, so we'll see how it plays out. It's kind of the response he gave to the shareholder. I couldn't find the actual quote, even though I read it when I was
I just think that no publisher really has an answer to their
I don't think
games,
so.
unless obviously you only deal with like a single player game, right? If there's no multiplayer aspect to it, then like yeah, like that's not an issue.
Well, I think we have the publisher answer. The publisher answer is if the game is no longer profitable, I'm not going to pay money to keep the server open and start losing money.
Yeah.
If the game has each reached the end of its lifespan, I'm going to shut it down, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like these games have like a longer life cycle or shelf life if they were games that you had to buy with like a full MSRP price. I feel like if they're an online game, the developer owes you like less, even though you could have been buying microtransactions and skins in the game.
Yeah.
That has gone forever, but because like you didn't pay for the game, if it's not profitable, they could like shut it down sooner, which I feel like is the trend. But that's their answer. The question is, are they going to be legally forced to keep it open for longer? Like, what happens to free to play games that want to shut down? Are they going to have to keep it open because somebody bought a skin? Or are they going to have to like refund those people? You know, that was the Ubisoft investors call. We can move on to some other news. You know what has no concerns about making money?
GTA 6, obviously.
Of course, they are projected to generate 7.6 billion in revenue in 60 days after launch.
That's insane.
This is from an analyst. 7.6 billion in revenue. Let's divide that. Would that be
I assume this is probably US
70
dollar.
million copies? Yeah, of course, US dollar, of course. They wouldn't
Yeah.
So are we gonna assume that the game is just gonna sell at the current 70 price point or the 80 price point?
No, it's definitely going up.
You think it's gonna go 80?
I think it's gonna be $80 price point for sure.
Anyway, yeah, if we do that, we're talking 95 million copies sold in 2 months, which is insane. Insane. If you like know what, how much games usually sell for. But I believe it, man. I believe it. This is like a screenshot of what is this team at Convoy? I think they might be a market analyst. Yeah, they have like an Excel sheet and everything. Number of copies sold. They think they're going to be 10 million pre-orders, 15 million sold on day 1, 10 million on day 3 on day 3, 5 million by day 7, or additional 5 million by day 7, and by day 30 an additional 20 million, by day 60 an additional 25 million, for a total of 85 million copies. Yeah, and they are assuming the price of the game is going to be $80 USD. This analyst is actually assuming that. That's so crazy. They also believe there's going to be like a subscription service for the GTA Plus by month 1 that's going to generate 180 million.
Insane. It's just printing money.
Oh, they also think this game is going to make 680 million in microtransactions by 2 months. So it's going to be 7.6 billion. I believe it, man. You know where else they're going to make more money while they're waiting? In Saudi Arabia, baby. Because 12 years later, GTA 5 has been cleared for release in Saudi Arabia. This is because the region added a new age restriction of 21 plus.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just Saudi Arabia, it's Saudi Arabia and the UAE. I don't know how video games work in the Middle East regulation-wise. I mean, yeah, interesting. This is like, I know this is like video game news, but this is also like larger geopolitical news, to be honest with you, which is kind of crazy because there is a shift in policy in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia since the new crown prince basically took power. I mean, he's not the king, his father's the king, but for all practical purposes, he's the de facto ruler. And since he has taken power, I don't remember when he got power, his dad ascended the throne, 2015 or something like that. There's been a shift in policy. Saudi Arabia, which is traditionally a hyper conservative Muslim country, which notoriously used to outlaw or ban women from driving, etc. There's a bunch of stuff, right? And so in a conservative country, you could understand why something like GTA would not be allowed. But this is like part of a bigger thing. There's been like a push for sports, like with bringing all the European players to play in, Saudi Arabian league, having like a lot of boxing matches. There's been a lot of boxing matches taking place in Saudi Arabia recently, like high, like profile ones. And video games, anime. There's been a lot of anime collab with Saudi Arabian studios and Japanese studios for like different anime. And there's been a bunch of stuff, man. And video games is really popping off, like video games, anime, pop culture in like at least the Gulf states in the Middle East. So there is like this kind of whole move to chill out on the conservative kind of tempo of the country. Yeah, they've been having concerts. Some high profile singers have gone there. But yeah, now some Saudi Arabian kids could run over some hookers in GT.
For the greater good.
Yeah. We got a leak which is potentially hinting to when the next Battlefield will be unveiled, which is later this month, allegedly July 29th. And it'll apparently be called Battlefield 6. So if you remember, it went Battlefield 4, 1, 5, 20, 42, 6. Obviously, they've been having the Battlefield alpha testing that's been going on, or beta testing that's been going on all year, where they do the whole little push thing where they're going to open it to the public. We've been getting like leaks every week about Battlefield. I don't even add them to the show notes because there's like literally every week there's leaks about it, which I mean,
it's not a secret.
Yeah. Are you excited for Battlefield? Have you played Battlefield at all?
Dude, I haven't played Battlefield in a long time.
Oh man, I really want to go back and like maybe play Battlefield 1 or something. Like I have so much nostalgia for that series, but it's been a minute. You know what is going to be another minute until it comes out? The Analog 3D, the N64 reimagining that was for 200 USD has been delayed again. But it's only a month delay. Apparently, they're saying it's because of tariffs. This is the home console that could basically play N64 games natively with a cartridge. From Analog. That's the company that made like the Analog Pocket, which is the handheld console. Yeah, this thing still looks really nice, and that controller looks really nice. But
yeah,
I cannot justify this purchase.
Well, it'll never come out at this rate.
Well, they're saying just a month, so we'll see. I feel like that was one of the first news stories we ever did when we
Yeah, one of the earlier ones. Yeah.
So we're kind of late for this because it's too late to buy it now. But the John Wick game has been delisted. You had like a week to buy it. I think Friday was the last day. It is gone forever. Do you remember this game, John Wick Hex?
I think I remember reading it about it real quick.
It was like the top-down. It was almost like a strategy game where you like what is it, like tactical strategy? What's that genre called? Yeah, I don't know why they took it out, but it's
Is it like a tactics game, like a Final Fantasy Tactics, or just more so like?
Honestly, you could look at a screenshot. I've seen it before. I always see it in the store, and I'm like, oh, a John Wick game. That must be cool. And then I see like the screenshot of it, like from the top down, and then I'm just like, oh,
it's not what you think it is.
So there's no reason for the removal. I mean, it is a licensed game, so maybe that's it. That's just that. So I don't know. This team actually just released another licensed game, that Disney's Tron Catalyst, from about a month ago.
Yeah, also terrible. From what I see on the reviews and
I don't
stuff.
know. Yeah, I didn't get a really good review. I was kind of interested in it, but well, yeah, moving along. Okay, so we got Metal Gear Solid coming out here. Metal Gear Solid Delta coming out in what? A month now. And we already have reports of the support studio, Virtuous, laying off 70% of its workforce, which is 300 people. I didn't realize that these guys were this big, which is kind of sad, man. Like they have a few high-profile stuff like coming out, or that just came out. They worked on the Oblivion remaster from earlier this year, and they're co-developing this one. And mass layoffs, 300 people. Weren't they also on the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? Or is that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 remake? Am I stupid? Why did I think? Oh no, that's Iron Galaxy. That's a different studio. Is Iron Galaxy their port studio, but they're not under Activision Blizzard, are they? No, I guess not. They worked on Rumbleverse.
Virtuous did?
No, Iron Galaxy. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So 70% of the workforce, 300 people. I mean, maybe they were the people that were working on the Oblivion remaster. I mean, it's been out for a minute. Maybe they were done all the patches that they were going to do for it. Yeah, it's across the globe, United States, Asia, and Europe. And they have 3 branches in France. The layoffs will initially target China, but will impact other areas. Yeah, man. Seems like every week. Netflix is greenlighting a Assassin's Creed series, which apparently I didn't realize they talked about like 5 years ago. But now it's finally
they've been saying this like forever about Assassin's Creed too.
Yeah.
Same with like Horizon Forbidden West or whatever, Zero Dawn.
Oh, that one wasn't that one canceled and then turned into a movie or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Same, like it's the same story with all these video games ones. They always seem to have like so many issues.
Yeah. Read this quote. It's about power and violence, sex and greed and vengeance. But more than anything, it's a show about the value of human connection across cultures, across time. And it's about what we stand to lose as a species when those connections break. What we stand to lose as a species. Bro, we kill each other more than anything else kills us. What species are you talking? Sorry, I went all existential. Do you remember the Assassin's Creed movie?
Yes, with Michael Fassbender.
Yeah. What was that, like 2012?
Dude, that was one of the earlier ones. It was so hard to watch. I remember. Dude, do you remember the Prince of Persia movie?
Oh, the one with Brokeback Mountain.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, those were rough movies.
They were. An Italian YouTuber has been raided by police reviewing retro game handhelds. This is coming from gamesindustry.biz. Once We're a Nerd faces a maximum fine of around $17,000 and up to 3 years in prison.
Yeah,
Jeez.
It didn't specify which company, but we can all assume
of course,
which one it is, allegedly.
Yeah, he has a lot of these like niche handheld devices that I honestly have never heard of. Powkitty, Trim UI, and Burnick. What is that? Are you trying to get us freaking rated?
Oh, I'm gonna get you rated right now. I'm not gonna show anything, but
is that an analog pocket?
No, this is a Miu Mini Plus. So it's like the stuff that he reviews. It plays certain games.
Wait a sec. You're not Durwin. You're Francesco Salicini.
Yeah, that's my name. That's my name. I go by that name.
Francesco. Buonasera, Francesco.
Any issues, please refer to him and not me. I mean me.
Yeah. So this is Article 171 of the Italian copyright law. Yeah,
it's a super old law too, right? If I remember properly when I was reading it.
Ooh, I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it's like based on a super old law. Copyright is like kind of all over the place depending on which country you are in. And it looks like he is not going to have a good time. I mean, they would have to prove it, right?
True.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Nintendo never wants you to play anything except the way they want you to play. Like according to Nintendo, you're really not allowed to play their games anywhere, including their retro games, unless you own the retro console with the retro game, or unless you get it on their online service. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So that is unfortunate for this.
Yeah, like you just can't say the N-word.
You cannot. Actually, you cannot. You know who else might be going to jail? Or no? Yeah, no. Maybe going to jail. The Tomb Raider composer faces 16 months in jail over COVID loan fraud. Peter Connolly provided music for Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation, Chronicles, and The Angel of Darkness. This is coming from Sam Robertson, gamesindustry.biz. He was the composer for these games. Apparently overstated his company's turnover to secure a second bounce back loan of £37,000 in 2020, 1 month after seizing a legitimate bounce back loan of £22,000 at a different bank. So now he's in big trouble. He might be facing up to 16 months in jail for fraud. Crazy stuff, man. He's done audio design on The Crew, Watch Dogs, a bunch of other stuff. I mean, COVID was rough, man. I don't blame him. I'm not going to judge. COVID was rough for some people out there. Stealing money from the government. I mean, they steal money from us all the time. Is it really that bad?
Mm-hmm.
You know what is bad? Apparently, you can't play SpongeBob SquarePants in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater unless you get the $70 deluxe edition. So you cannot play it on the Game Pass version. You can get the deluxe edition with a $20 upgrade. I mean, Game Pass does not.
Why do you want to play really Sponge? Like, I get the appeal. You want to play with as SpongeBob, but like, I don't know, man. How about the TMNT one?
The TMNT one is, from what I see, it's not locked behind the paid version. The deluxe version.
Mm-hmm. That's still pretty rough. I mean, I don't get it. It's a skin. You're paying $20 for a skin.
Well, isn't that all these deluxe things? They're always like some skin or something.
Yeah, that's true.
EAFC no longer selling loot boxes in South Korea, Derwin.
Okay.
That's fun stuff. If you're a South Korean resident, you can no longer purchase EAFC currency or open loot boxes through microtransactions. New South Korean law is seeking to increase transparency where loot boxes are concerned. EA has answered by giving up the sale of FC points in South Korea. So basically, you cannot use real money to buy the microtransaction like currency in this game. You basically just have to win the packs like fair and square. Good stuff, man. Nobody's gonna have killer freaking teams within a week of the game coming out.
Yeah, I mean, but it makes it more enjoyable to play.
Well, you know what makes it more enjoyable to play Rainbow Six Siege? Torturing and kidnapping people. This is the most wild story of the week. I don't know why I didn't start with this. News broke out that CAG Osaka's Sho Black Ray Hasegawa, who was arrested by police in Tokyo under severe and shocking allegations. It is claimed that the 24-year-old Rainbow Six pro player was part of a group that kidnapped, transported, and tortured a man in Tokyo over 3 months. This is insane, dude. So this guy's an esports player. He goes by Black Ray Sho Hasegawa. He's part of the competitive scene, and he's a successful player. He's ranked up to 200,000 in winnings and has represented this CAG Osaka team since 2019. Yeah, he lifted trophies across Japan and APAC. I think that's Asia Pacific. Is that what that stands for? Yeah, it's crazy stuff, bro. Why were they doing this?
That's crazy.
It said the report the group had a dispute with the victim over construction costs, and in a bid to get more money out of the man, they allegedly beat him, poured boiling water over him, hit him with a hammer, and stabbed him with screwdrivers. The report goes into further detail, claiming the group pressed a hot frying pan against the victim. Wait, is this Ichiban, or is this or is this guy play Rainbow Six, or does he play Yakuza? They don't even do this to you in Yakuza, bro. Man, good thing they didn't
These
kill
are
the guy.
serious, man.
That's some crazy stuff. I don't know why you would be involved in this. That is crazy stuff, man.
That reminds me of like I don't know if you know the history of StarCraft 2, but there was one pro player back in the day when StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm was out, and like he was like a big player, and he was basically like there was a lot of betting over the games, like the pro level games.
Was he priced like match fixing?
Yeah, he was match fixing.
I mean, match fixing is one thing, but like
torture is another.
Randomly torturing people on the side is pretty wild, right?
Yeah, it's like the dark side of gaming.
Yeah, I randomly tortured this guy. That's it for news stories this week, Durwin. I'm sorry, man. I tried my best to keep it interesting. It was pretty tough, bro. I was going through those show notes, and I'm like, it's like you get like a high from Xbox laying off the whole world, which is bad that I'm saying that out loud. But it is interesting to talk about, and then you get this, and I'm like, okay, Ubisoft investors call, let's go. So it was tough, but we got through it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should start talking about what we're really here for. One of the biggest releases of the week is out, of the month, potentially of the year. Some people are claiming the year.
Yeah.
I heard one streamer say this game was better than Odyssey and Galaxy 2 days before it came out. Obviously, we're poor chumps. We don't get a review code earlier. But it is here. 91 on Metacritic. I wonder what it's on OpenCritic right now.
Probably just as high.
But the big 3D Nintendo game, yeah, it's 91. Donkey Kong Bananza is out. You could buy it wherever you get your games. And the reviews are glowing. People are loving it. The Nintendo stands are loving it. Durwin, I've grabbed a copy. You've grabbed a copy. You've played a little bit. How much do you play? I guess how much have you played? Whoever's played more, I think, should take the lead on this one.
I just got the second transformation. Yeah. Okay. So this is like probably Donkey Kong's biggest game since, what is it?
I think
Donkey
ever,
Kong
man.
364?
It sounds like
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you obviously play as Donkey Kong. You are a miner. From what it looks like in terms of the intro.
Like, I mean, miner as an MINER, like a gold miner, not like a miner.
No, crypto miner. He's a crypto bro. Yeah, so the whole premise of this game is that you are sucked down towards the planet's core, and there's obviously has to have an evil enemy to fight. And the whole premise of this game is that you're just getting down to the planet's core, in a Wizard of Oz kind of task, so you can get your wish of going back to the top layer.
And as you go along the way, you're finding these golden bananas.
Yes.
And when you find them, you go,
unlock skill point. Oh, go ahead.
ooh, banana. My son loves that.
Oh, he loves
He
it.
loves
Dude,
that
he's
audio
gonna
clip.
ruin your life. He is
Ooh,
gonna ruin your life.
banana. Every time he's like, ooh, banana. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, so the whole it is an open world.
Open
Everything
world dish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can go back and forth and whatever.
Yeah, I
It
know
is
you could go
fairly
back
open
and
world.
forth, but it's still like
The levels
areas-
are kind of linear, yeah.
they're not linear. Maybe they're like corridors. Like there's different like it almost feels like a little bit like how would I explain this? Like the worlds are like connected, but it's almost like mini open worlds. It's not like Red Dead Redemption where it's like there's just one big world.
Yeah,
and you're
I
walking
guess
around.
so.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. You're going like deeper in, and each and every single area that you unlock has like a slightly different like environment basically. So there's like a snow level,
There's
a
the
lava
hilltop,
world,
the
like a water
lagoon,
world, you know.
canyon, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it is destructible. So you do spend a lot of time like breaking everything. I don't know if that was your sensation, but like I spent a lot of time in the first
Yeah, like the
bit just trying to re-landscape the whole environment.
premise feels like a reverse Fortnite.
Builder. Yeah.
Yeah. Like in Fortnite, you build a structure to create cover for yourself or to maneuver around a player to take them out. In this game, you're a platformer, but instead of like the traditional platformer of like, there's the object I need to get. How do I jump into this world? Like the world forces you to solve it a specific way. But in this case, you can force your way to get to it multiple ways, right?
Yeah.
And you could like, yeah, kind of like, so the world is destructible, like horizontally, vertically. There's like depth to it.
Yeah.
There is like a limit. I feel like in levels, there's like a limit where you hit like a hard wall.
Yeah. There's definitely like
that.
hard walls that the developer has framed around. So
Yeah.
like there's certain levels where you can't break through, and there's certain things that are like hard blocks. And I feel like a lot of the islands are like kind of floating, so you can't just like go to the very end and then keep going. You actually just fall
You like
off
fall
and
off.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of puzzles.
A lot of puzzles.
A lot of puzzles.
A lot of collectibles. A lot of collectibles. Each level has so much stuff to collect. And there's like just the basic gold. Don't even think that you're going to collect all that if you're a psycho OCD. Like you're not.
Yeah, there's no chance. Like I was trying to like destroy the structure of like the evil guy's face, and literally like I was just trying to do it, and it just took so long. I was like, I can't do this. And that's only one part of this giant level. So that's why I was saying when I like could not imagine this running on a Switch 1. Like the amount of just pure physics involved and pure like I don't know if you've run into this. You have kind of left that one area, you're still on the same map, but then you come back and it hasn't refreshed or anything like that.
Yes.
All the things that you've broken is still there.
It's still there. And you could actually refresh it if I'm not mistaken. There's a function on the map that which I haven't tried actually because I didn't want to refresh it, that allows you to refresh the world.
I've actually haven't run into that at all yet.
It's when you go on the map, click on your map and you can see the world map sort of your area. There's a function that I think it says like rebuild or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yes, it saves exactly what you broke in what order, in what fashion.
Yeah. And there's definitely times where I've definitely dug a hole like past where I need to go, and I definitely just fall right through and die.
Yep.
But I have not refreshed it, so I just moved on.
So you could like break ceilings above you, you could dig holes below you, you could break walls in front of you. I mean, like just the basic function of the controller is your X button punches up, your Y button punches forward, your A smashes down. So there's all about breaking, and your B is your actual like jump button, which you actually also break stuff when you land on it with B.
Yeah, it's like Mario.
Or when you hit your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like your R2 is to actually like grab an object off the ground and break it.
Have you played around with the like surfing function where you can kind of like ride the rocks?
Ride the rocks.
Did you know that if you
like
press
you, like,
ZR
you
and
roll?
then you press ZL,
yeah,
you actually surf on the rock that you're holding.
Oh I didn't know this, but my son did it.
Yeah,
randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really used that much.
No, I haven't. I think they
Yeah.
showed on the trailer. I think there's also a function where you could grab a rock and create a platform with it and hop on it.
I haven't gone to that yet. I have it where you can double jump.
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah.
skill you get.
So you've unlocked the first transformation. Do you think it breathes enough fresh air to keep you like kind of entertained, or what do you think?
Okay.
Just because, like, to be honest, the basic gameplay, if you're just solving puzzles, I feel like will get stale. But do you
Okay.
think these transformations are enough?
Listen, bro. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know, like, listen. Don't get me wrong. This game is beautiful. I don't think this is a bad game. The destructibility is interesting. Um, I cannot help but notice that I am getting really irritated by the destruction. Like, I am getting audio and visual over. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I'm getting audio and visual overstimulation from the destruction. I'm literally finding myself putting the TV sound down or muting the game. It, especially in the very first world, when you just start and you're in the mine and you're getting out and you're exploring the game mechanics and they want you to break stuff. I felt like sick to my stomach. And I'm like, no, I don't think I could play this. Just constantly like punching everything and everything flying over. And it just feels like you're constantly just punching stuff because that's just what makes sense. Like you don't know where to go. And then at the beginning, it wasn't very clear like what wall I should punch. Like, is there a banana behind you there? Isn't? Do I just keep punching everything? I just felt like this is like too much sound, too much like visual. It just hurts my head. Don't want to deal with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like exhausted after playing for half an hour compared to a Mario Odyssey or a Mario Galaxy or an Astro's Playroom where like here's the thing, man. You know what I noticed? I think I'm just an old man. And at the end of the day, I don't really want a game that forces me to be creative at all. I just don't want to play that game. I do not want to play Tears of the Kingdom and make some spaceship to outer space to fly to the end of the world. I definitely don't want to play a Minecraft or a Roblox. I don't want to play a Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite, I never built in Fortnite. This was before no build mode. When Fortnite first dropped, I never built a structure in my life in Fortnite.
Yeah.
There's just this thing of like, oh, build stuff to make stuff or break stuff like a Minecraft to do stuff just does not appeal to me in a video game. It's like almost it's the end of the day. I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. I just want to play something for fun. I would have rather you make me a nice curated platforming level where I solve these curated puzzles that you have made for me. I have no problem with using my creativity to solve a puzzle like blueprints or something like that. I'm not interested in like creating a toy or in this case the inverse, like breaking my way to solve something. Like I just feel like and this is me not I'm not shitting on the game or saying anything bad about it. At the end of the day, I think this is a genius game. I'm not trying to take away anything from the game. I just don't know if this is for me. The idea of like, oh, there's bananas and stuff here. You have to find them. Most of the time, to find them, you have to, I was like, I don't really want to do this. Like, I prefer if I look at this and I'm like, okay, I need to hop from this platform to this platform. Then I need to do this and turn this switch off and hop to this platform. And something like an Astrobot where every level felt different and you had different mechanic every time. Or something like a Split Fiction where something you, the game developer, have taken the time to use your creativity to curate something for me and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not really interested in this idea that you could get the banana by breaking this wall and climbing up this way instead of,
Yeah.
I found that first level unsufferable. I was ready to close the switch. I was like, what the heck did I buy? Like, I almost felt like, this was already my gut feeling of the game. Why did I like change my mind? I won't lie. That toned down a lot after I got into the first area of the lagoon. Because maybe it was just the world felt a little oppressive inside the mine and there's just walls everywhere and you're breaking them. But after I got into the lagoon and I could like look off into the horizon and understand how the level works and be like, okay, I think there's a secret wall over here. I think I should check this. I felt a little bit more of like, oh, okay. And I kind of like enjoyed hopping
Less
around.
of a sandbox, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less of a sandbox and it felt more that curated level design that I want, right? I don't want to make my own level. I want you to make a very nice, good level for me. It's also kind of the reason why I'm veering away from like open world games as much. Like I prefer the from software game where they make the freaking ultimate dungeon. They make, like what was the dungeon in the DLC from Shadow of the Urge Tree, the big castle where like everything is interconnected and this hallway leads to this pathway to this staircase over here and there's a back door over here that takes you there. Like I did feel like once I got out into the world in Donkey Kong and like I saw that first level 100 and then there's like the sub level 101 and the 102 and the way they're all kind of show up and you do the little, there's like the mini game to reach the banana and sometimes there's the wall and you do the little thing. Then I felt I got more into like the platforming groove. I don't know if it was enough. Maybe I still need to keep I feel like I need to keep playing some more, right? And maybe I'll just get over the whole destructibility thing and I'll just be used to it. But I did feel like after like the first play session I played, I was like, after an hour and a half, I'm like, I need to put the game down. Like I cannot keep hearing this ching ching. You know what I could hear forever though? I could hear, ooh, banana. I could hear that forever. But the other stuff.
Oh, you don't wish that into existence. You are gonna ruin yourself.
But yeah, the other thing I don't know what to do is like I feel, bro, I don't think I could beat this game. I cannot progress through the story to get to the end. Every level, I'm looking for every single goddamn banana.
I was gonna say you're doing that, aren't you? I
can't.
You're having my Ghost of Tsushima problem, but I have flipped the script and I'm actually like I kind of put a hard limit to myself. I'm gonna lend this game to like my friend immediately after I'm done. So okay. I'm mainly focusing on the story. If I run into like some of these puzzles, I will do them, but I'm just basically a little bit more focused on the story. Not to say I haven't gathered any. I've gathered 154 of those bananas.
Ooh, Durwin! Holy smokes!
So okay. I definitely am, but I'm still a little bit more focused on the story.
I don't know. I didn't think you'd actually play this much over the weekend because you were going to the concert, going to Edmonton.
Oh, dude, I powered through on I got it Thursday, Friday. I played a whole bunch, and then today I played a whole bunch. Yeah. So yeah, I do have the same sentiment. I think that just destroying things is a little bit boring.
It's too much for me.
I almost compare this to like Zelda,
like Breath
where
of the Wild,
it is where it is very big. I mean, it's definitely different in terms of gameplay, but like I find that this gameplay I'm more interested in because I don't like dealing with the creating items and finding weapons that break constantly over and over again.
I'll be honest with you, I'd rather break the world than create like weapons and items and mix them and match them together. I would rather do that.
Exactly.
But still, it just feels like constantly the same sound over and over again.
Yeah. I think that if you want 100% this game, it is going to be very, very like time consuming.
Yeah, I'm looking at how long to beat, and it's in the 50 hours plus.
It's like crazy. The transformation so far, I think, add like a little bit of fun to it. It does keep you entertained. I mean, I basically have found a way that you can like continually use like that mode, like especially the first one. I can basically just like get into the transformation. While I'm in the transformation, collect enough of those gold coins to like reactivate it immediately right after. So that aspect of it is kind of a little bit like, oh, okay. But in general, I feel like this game's really easy.
It is. And it is. I honestly, let's be honest. It's not challenging. I don't think any of these bosses were hard. Any of the enemies seem to be hard. Like none of that.
Dude, I had a boss today that I basically juggled. Like she didn't even touch me once.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't. It's a kid's game. Have you seen what happens when you play in co-op?
I haven't.
Yeah, I seen like I heard a little bit, and I seen some videos. If you play co-op, the person that's playing co-op, I don't want to spoil it, but is playing the Rock. Basically, they can dummy the boss in like 4 seconds. Because their ability, basically, you don't need to close the distance with the boss. Nothing. You just freaking kill the boss.
Yeah.
It is easy.
So that's a little bit unfortunate.
That's why I'm forcing myself to kind of chase after these collectibles. Because, I mean, I feel like a lot of 3D platformers, that's the thing. Finding the collectibles is part of the enjoyment for me. Like, the bosses are never anything crazy, let's be honest with you. Maybe in like, some of the Joseph Ferris games, like It Takes Two and Split Fiction, like some of the bosses are somewhat interesting. Especially It Takes Two, I felt like the bosses were more interesting. But like at the end of the day, it's like they're never really the highlight. Like they weren't the highlight in Astrobot.
Yeah.
Right?
The highlight is like the fun that you had along the way, I guess.
Yeah. So this is my son's game of the year, confirmed. 2 days before the game came out, or 1 day before the game came out, I showed him a clip, and I'm like, "This is Donkey Kong, Big Monkey." He's like, "Oh, it's nice." Right? Thursday comes, I buy the game, I show him the case, and he goes, "Oh, it's Donkey Kong!" He like memorized it for like the day
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, it's monkey," and he opens the case and he's like trying to put the game in. The game was already in, so I went to like EB Games and I bought the game and I like switched it out for the with whatever I had in there, like Mario Odyssey. So he's trying to take out the Mario Odyssey cartridge and put it. I'm like, no, listen, the game is already in, bud. And I gave him the game, and he's just punching everything, and every time he punches something, he's laughing his head off. He's just hysterical laughing. He presses buttons. Donkey Kong does some weird stuff. Like he'll punch down or he'll grab the thing, and he's just laughing his head off the whole time. Game of the year for him, easily.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a little bit of a saving kind of grace for me. I'm like, listen, if I don't actually get pulled into this game and really want to play it, at least I could play with my son every now and then.
That's fair. Are you guys playing co-op or no?
No, I haven't even tried it with him. But again, I don't know if I really want to. From what I've seen, it's like the other person who's playing as the second character is just spamming the X button, just spamming it, or spamming the Y button, and I don't know, it doesn't seem very fun. Like I'd rather just take turns passing the controller with him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Any other thoughts on Donkey Kong Bananza? You want to keep playing?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna keep playing it. So this is the one thing I really like about it. It's just that you can pick it up and drop it and like stop playing.
Yes.
So fast. Like
yes.
You're bored, you clear a level, you put it back down, you do some work, and then you come back and it's there. Like I do have to say the battery life on the Switch 2 is definitely not great when you're playing
when
Bananza.
you're playing Donkey Kong handheld.
Yeah.
I haven't really tried it. Yeah.
Okay. I've had to charge it a bunch of times already. Like I think today I've charged it like 3 or 4 times.
No, that's interesting. I haven't tried it, so I should give it a try. But it does feel like a quick pick up and play game for sure.
Oh yeah, like there's no like I need to remember what you're doing and whatever.
No, not at all.
Like
it's
the premise is like just there. Do you agree with that 91% score?
I haven't played it enough to know, to be honest with you. Okay. But from what I've played for it, like to me, Astrobot is like I'm not even going to say Astrobot is the superior game. I'm going to say Astrobot is the platformer I want. Also, because I do have Sony nostalgia, like having all those bots in the game was like crazy for me, right? So, but still, like Astrobot to me is the better platformer, at least better 3D platformer.
Oh, and that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it hasn't come naturally right away. I mean, compared to like Mario Wonder from 2 years ago, man, Mario Wonder clicked right away with me. Like I was so hyped for that game. As soon as I started playing it, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought. Played the whole game with my wife, loved every minute of it. So yeah, I don't know. I do think Nintendo games on Metacritic do get a boost.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. It's like these outlets, when they review these games, if you read like the person who's reviewing it, it's really the score of one person. And the person who they usually task to review is the Nintendo aficionado or the fanboy already. You know what I mean? Especially like when it comes to sequels. Like I think that's kind of why we should sing a high score on Death Stranding 2 compared to 1. I'm sure Death Stranding 2 is better than 1. But the people who reviewed Death Stranding 1 was like anyone who was interested. The people reviewing Death Stranding 2 are the people who like Death Stranding 1 on all these outlets. They're not giving some guy who didn't like Death Stranding 1 the opportunity to review it on outlets like, IGN or GameSpot.
It is really one person's take. It's and then like we kind of run into that whole culture of like, oh, everybody's like a fan, so it's like
so a Nintendo game is always going to get a boost of like 5 Metascore or maybe even 10 on anything it gets, I think, to be honest with you. A lot of times some of the games get an exaggerated score. They just don't get penalized because it's like a Nintendo fanboy. And
I mean, there's technically nothing wrong with this game. It is a very enjoyable game, and like
and I mean, maybe it does deserve the 91 score if I actually reviewed it.
I don't know. I just personally do not agree with that 91 score. I feel like this is more like a high 80.
You've played a lot of it, so I think you're in a better position to say. There are claims on the internet that this game has dethroned Claire Obscure Expedition 33
Oh, absolutely
as
not.
as
Get out
Game
of
of the
this
Year runner.
garbage
That's what.
opinion.
Yeah, I thought I said that. I'm like, sure, buddy. If you no, there's not a
Yeah.
chance.
If you are a more mature gamer,
No, there's not a chance, man. I don't care what
yeah,
else is going to come out
it's
this year. There's nothing dethroning that. I haven't seen any game like that in like ever. That's not happening, man.
like music isn't that great. Visually looking, it's not that great. Because I actually sometimes hate the camera in Donkey Kong Bonanza.
My son is expert at ruining it. Yeah, he kills it. I don't know what he does,
Yeah,
but
like
he makes
it just kind of like clips through. It doesn't look good sometimes, and like it doesn't give you that full 3D perspective.
100%.
Yeah, so like that already there. The system is like pretty like sandboxy. Like you break stuff, you whatever. There's no like complexity to it, you know. Although the jumping the jumping in this game is a lot better. Please do not do the jump games or the
And
jump
Claire
quests
Obscure, the
in Clear
platformer.
Obscure.
Yeah.
Like those are rough.
I mean, yeah. I mean, so far, I think it would be like good to have like a conversation as to where we're at with Game of the Year right now. Like, I feel like the front runners would probably be Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, based on reviews alone. Neither of us played it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know. Same with, well, you didn't like what was that other game that got really good reviews but you didn't like it?
Mind's Eye.
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh yeah, Kingdom of
Yeah.
Deliverance.
Blueprints.
I liked South of Midnight as well.
Blueprints is high. I don't know if South of Midnight is
It's
Game of
definitely
the
not Game
Year.
of the Year, but it is a very solid
Yeah.
entry just in general.
Blueprints sounded like it was another one. I don't know about I think the I think the opinion has turned on Monster Hunter Wilds big time. I don't think the fans are as happy
Yeah,
with
I
it as
don't.
it
I
was
mean,
when it
it
came out.
just doesn't really. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not my game. I mean, some people might really like it and think that it is Game of the Year, but
Yeah.
I think genuinely, like most people, don't consider it to be Game of the Year.
Durwin, have you played anything else?
No, that is it. All my time.
Nice. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm still working away on that platinum for Night Rain.
Oh
Really
yeah,
close. I need to beat the
brutal.
final boss with 2 more characters. That's it. If I beat the final boss with 2 more characters, with Duchess and Guardian are the 2 characters I need to beat the final boss with, and then I'll be able to get the plat on that game, which wasn't a game I thought I'd be getting the plat on, to be honest with you.
Here
When it
you
came
are.
out. Yeah, here I am. You know what? I've been playing some other games. Maybe we'll leave them from next week. Just maybe sneak peek. I did play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Finally. We'll talk. Maybe I'll talk a little bit, but we'll talk some more after I play some more. But I mean, it's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Like, I don't remember Tony Hawk's Pro Skater from the PS2 as well as I think I do. But what I remember, I'm like, oh, this is it, bro. Like, this is it. The music is different. That's one thing to note. A lot of the soundtracks are different. I think it was like they said it was 80% were different. But pleasant surprise, man. They had Kick Push Lupe Fiasco. They had Did You Know Something from Danny Brown. They had what's that song by MF Doom and what's their name collab? I'm starting to forget these song names. Raw Cocaine Flow. What other rap song did they have that I really liked? Yeah. I think the Idols is on it, the pop punk band, but I haven't come across any of their soundtracks yet. It's a vibe, man. It's like back to that extreme sports kind of mood that you were in as a kid back in like the 90s, early 2000s. Like, it just felt like, skateboarding is cool again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's such a vibe. It's so zen to just chill out and go through these ramps and try to like pull off these stunts. It's really, really, really chill. Yeah. I also tried To a T, which is the game that got added to Game Pass a couple months ago now. I've had it on my hard drive from the Katamari Damacy developer.
Yep.
It's the game where the kid is basically hands are stuck in a T pose, and like the game mechanics are nothing like normal or fixed. You just keep doing weird things, and it's all about this kid living his life as he's stuck in a T pose. He's getting bullied. He's doing whatever. How he puts his shoes on, how he goes to school, how he eats.
The developer of those games are real weird.
Yeah. I think there was an interview with him before the game came out, and he's like, "Yeah, somebody called me out. They're like, why do you make weird games?"
Hey, I mean, if it works, it works.
It is published by Annapurna Interactive. The developer is Keita Takahashi. Yeah. It was interesting for the hour or so I played it. I don't know if I really want to play it for like 7 hours or whatever how long to beat said it was. It was kind of fun to tinker with. I also played a little bit of a game I was looking forward to. I just haven't had the chance to play. It's Lost in Random, The Eternal Die, which is the spin-off of the first like Lost in Random game. This is more of like a top-down roguelike, Hades-like. Unfortunately, I couldn't help but notice that after playing it for like an hour, I'm like, I'd rather just play Hades. So yeah, I'm not sure. Like, if you're really a Lost in Random fan boy, then maybe pick it up. But that starting area, I mean, you look at the videos and of the gameplay looks really cool. But I just felt like I didn't get to the part of the game where I had that much abilities to do all that kind of stuff fast enough. And the stuff I had in the beginning of the game just it didn't really pull me, unfortunately. Yeah, that's it for me this week.
Fair.
All right, man. Got any plans for the rest of the week?
No, I mean, I'm gonna try and beat Bonanza. That's
You're gonna
my ultimate goal.
beat it in the rest of the week here.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, good luck. I am definitely gonna try and play a little bit more. I really want to just get freaking Elden Ring out of the way, and maybe I will try on Thursday or Friday. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that comes out this week.
Yes, Wu Chang
We are near the precipice of the Wu Chang supremacy.
The Wu Chang supremacy. Yes, I am definitely. That game is Game Pass, so obviously, no, for me on my end, there's no additional kind of cost to enter. Like, I'm already subscribed, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this game is and if it is what it promises to be. Anything else, Durwin?
Nope, that is it. I think
we better head out here. Thanks for joining us, guys, to another episode of the Slow Run Cast. If you liked what you listened, please like and subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And leave us comments or any suggestions for what you think we should do or do anything special or different next episode. Thanks for joining us again, and we are out.